Hi, welcome to Richard's Reviews. Today's review is Underworld Blood Wars. I believe this is the fourth. You know what? I can't remember now. I think it's the fourth one or fifth one. Fourth one. Let's see, one, two. It's the fifth one, actually. Sorry. It's the fifth installment to the movie, where Kate Bekinsale is hunting for helping the there's still it's where the Lycans have taken the lead on the race of their battle, and the vampires are like kind of backed off. They're like there's only a few covens left and stuff like that, so, and none of them are helping each other. So the Lycans are super powerful, and plot reveals that they're powerful because their leader is sucking the blood of, or drinking the blood of her former lover, Michael, I think it was, or not Michael, I don't know. You know, the hybrid Lycan vampire. And this Blood Wars, though, turns out that the one guy that she's helping, the one vampire she's helping, is of royal blood and had a lineage to make decisions in the coven and stuff like that. He had a seat up there, and they trick her, Kate Beckinsale, into coming back to help them train their fighters. Actually, the plot is to steal her blood because she has the old, you know, the original's blood in her, and do it, you know, basically kill her. But what ends up is there's like too many subplots going on. Some characters you don't care about, but they don't follow anything with her daughter. She hit her daughter, and this whole thing kind of goes roundabout to the fact that they're in this like winter area of where the vampires are, and it's a whole different, look like elves or characters from what's that movie, Hellboy 2. They're very, I don't know what that word is, albino-ish, not quite, but they do they're slightly different things, and she gets reborn in this whole weird elvish Native American type thing, and becomes even more powerful, which makes absolutely no sense considering she's already that powerful. So a lot of it doesn't make sense. I really didn't care for that because I was expecting more just the action part of it. They do have action, but maybe on the 4K level it just wasn't there. I watched it both in Blu-ray and 4K, and it really didn't hit me the way I thought it would. Like, I'm expecting a huge difference between the 1080 and the 4K, because, you know, there was actually a scene where they showed her eye, and really close up, and you expect it to just kind of blow you away with the quality, but no, it wasn't any better than the 1080. I'm not sure why. I don't know what was lacking there, but this movie does deliver in the action part. They definitely have this great battle between the Lycans and the vampires, but it's really short though, and I wish it would maybe a little bit longer, maybe like a minute longer, not that much longer, just a minute. It would have made up for it, but they're running around, they're fighting, and they all battle each other. She does destroy the enemy really easily at that point, because she's you know, super powerful now. The whole thing kind of does end on an open note that she wants to find her daughter. So I hope they make another one. It doesn't have to be a big budget, but I mean, if she still brings in a crowd, it's worth the money to go watch. So if they keep going with this, it'd be cool. But I don't know how much longer Kate Beckinsale will keep doing it. I'm sure she started this at a long time ago. I remember seeing her at the one of the old Comic-Cons where they first started promoting movies at them, and she was there, and a lot younger, Kate Beckinsale there. I mean, not to say she's old enough, just saying it was a long time ago, and I'm pretty old too. So, this movie is, the fifth installment. She's still handling the guns. She's the death dealer. It seems like the vampires are really weak in this part of the story. They try to show you that between the last one and this one, but I don't know how much on a scale. They should have kind of maybe painted a picture. I mean, the movie's not supposed to be mysterious or complicated, so they could have painted a picture. They say it, but if they paint a picture like where you see how many are left, you're like, oh, okay, and you can see like that maybe I'm more visual in this sense, but I like it's simple enough to just, if they just shown a picture of like how the Lycans were controlling everything, they're more powerful. So here you see the, I'm not sure what scene this is even at, but this is definitely, you see this. So if you look at this part here, it kind of looks like what's that movie? Divergent or whatever those movies are. Kind of like same kind of lighting. I wish they gave you more of a different mood for when. I think maybe I did notice it in the first one, but whenever you're in a scene with the lichens, it's a brownish dark. When you're with the vampires, it's a lighter dark. But they just did this same effect for everything. I think the lighting is just kind of dull in a sense. I mean, even though it's bright, it's dull. So this scene right here is where you see her training them. In the end, they do pull her up to be one of the elders. I think it wasn't how it ends, but let's see what's inside. Oops! Ooh, pops out. So you got the Blu-ray and the 4K. Nothing special. That's probably why these things cost cheaper, I've noticed. Oh, even that. It says Echo Light. So this, I buy these, you know, like I said, when they're a lot more affordable, but it can tell they're not packaged. So they have these special editions. I think they package different print and stuff like that. So this comes with a digital copy. I don't really care about those type of things. I just care if the quality of itself is good. Like the disc doesn't get damaged easily. It works normal, and it does what it's supposed to. You get unlucky with some packaging where the disc pops out and whatnot. So, but rating for this movie, I'd say the fight scene does do a pretty good job of it. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. Check it out if you follow this series. It definitely has keeps it going. A lot of people say maybe it's overdue, but I'd still watch it. It's just it's like every you want to know how it really ends, but they haven't ended it yet. So thanks for watching. Check out the other reviews. Drop a like, comment. Thanks.